thread so thin? Will I make it through the stream, or will I give in? I must survive.
Things first. If you want to complete missions for the UDA, you'll need to craft a short-range radio. Plenty of folks need help, and factions pay well for prospectors that offer their time. Up to you. Stay safe.
Icarus is a PvE survival game with both mission-based and persistent open-world modes for up to 8 co-op players. Endure a savage wilderness on Icarus, an Earth-like terraformed planet now considered humanity's greatest mistake. From their orbital station, prospectors drop to the planet's surface to explore, harvest, craft, and hunt while seeking their fortune. Confront and conquer a brutal PvE world determined to wear you down. From toxic atmosphere to savage wildlife, apex predators to destructive storms and forest fires. Icarus is a planet with a temper. Preparation and planning are everything, whether it's to find a source of oxygen, stalk your next meal, or stockpile supplies for a long journey into the wilderness. Go at it alone. Invite up to 8 Steam friends to join your game, or play on dedicated servers. Immerse yourself in a deceptively familiar, yet formidable world. The first cohort of prospectors has been granted initial mining licenses for over 64 square kilometers of handcrafted terrain, full of hidden caves and biomes to explore. Every single tree is harvestable. Every rock can be voxel mined. Every creature can be hunted. Tame and ride mounts, craft advanced tech to extract resources faster, and prepare yourself for harsher challenges. Master 3 separate tech trees, planetary tech, player talents, and the orbital workshop. Unlock 4 tiers of technology, from handcrafted to advanced composites and electronics, plus 8+ different building materials. Choose from over 100 talents as you specialize your character in exploring, building, farming, hunting, taming, fighting, and more. Return to the orbital workshop to exchange exotic matter for advanced tech and items with unique properties, which may give you an advantage on your next drop. 3 game modes available: open world, limited time missions, or creative outposts. However you want to experience Icarus is up to you. Forge your claim in open world, battling the elements and apex predators for survival and testing the limits of your survival instincts. Accept timed missions to mine exotics and earn Ren as you complete tasks for the power brokers overseeing the planet. Drop down to the planet with nothing. Establish a base from scratch and escape in time. Let your creative mind run wild in the outpost regions with regenerating resources and safe environments. The world of Icarus was once destined to be a second Earth, but when terraforming collapsed, the air turned toxic and humanity's hopes of colonizing a new world died. Icarus became a joke, a symbol of humanity reaching for the stars and failing. The xeno-engineers salvaged what they could, released modified embryos, and halted the terraforming process. Yet when they discovered the cause of the failure, exotic matter, new interest was ignited. Valuable beyond reckoning, these exotics sparked a gold rush and fueled political tensions back on Earth. prospectors flock to Icarus to complete contracts to extract exotics and conduct research for various factions. Those that survive return to orbit as seasoned veterans, converting their exotics into advanced technology and taking on ever more challenging drops. Those that get left behind are lost forever. Icarus is being made by a team of survival game veterans at Rocket Works in Auckland, New Zealand, with weekly updates. The lore of the game is as follows. A century ago, auto-survey probes reached the first extrasolar worlds. Around the star Wolf 1061, 4 light-years from Earth, we found a planet different from ours, but not impossibly so. Wolf 1061 CEA. Using the same biotechnology that saved Earth from the climate emergency, we dispatched terraforming vehicle factories designed to seed the atmosphere with processing enzymes. The journey took over a decade. Our goal, to cool and rejuvenate the planet before releasing plant and animal life engineered to thrive there. Millions of settlers were to follow. It was not to be so. The terraforming derailed, turning the atmosphere toxic, killing much of the planet's existing life. The xeno-engineering team began publicly calling the planet by a name that had once been a joke, a nickname that captured its fate as a failed dream. Icarus. The terraformers were ordered to mothball the orbital facilities and return to Earth. But in defiance of the political storm gathering around Icarus, hydrologist Die Hemmler led a small team on a clandestine drop to the surface. She was seeking an answer to the question, what had derailed the terraforming so disastrously? During deep microwave surveys, the small team discovered an anomaly, which rapidly turned into an impossibility. Deposits of exotic matter, exotics, thought previously to exist only within the hearts of collapsing stars, lay beneath the ground. These impossible materials had corrupted the enzymes and rendered their output toxic. The process which had saved Earth would, here, render it unlivable. Yet exotics themselves were beyond price, as fuel for interstellar travel and technology beyond the dreams of previous generations. The United Development Agency, UDA, was quick to find value in the catastrophe. Scrambling to convene infrastructure, the UDA established the Lagos unit to manage extraction of the exotic deposits. Their first act was to cannibalize the remains of the original terraforming mission. The result, the orbital stations. These aging industrial facilities had failed in their original task and were now repurposed, but intended to last no longer than the supply of exotics on the surface. These logjams of modules formed makeshift homes for the first Icarus prospectors, who helped extend and maintain the stations in return for living space and access to fabrication machinery. The Lagos unit, meanwhile, was able to outsource the extraordinary risks of operating on the planet to this small and, ultimately, disposable group, the first cohort. Crossing and recrossing Icarus's skies in ever-shifting orbits, the orbital stations dropped members of the first cohort to the surface, then passed back hours, days, or weeks later to rendezvous with returning dropships. If a dropship missed its launch window, the orbital station might never again be in a position to rendezvous and collect it. The unit's official policy was clear: there would be no rescue. Dropships left on time, or they didn't leave at all. The dead were left where they fell. For the first cohort, it was the ultimate risk and reward payoff. For humanity, exotics opened a long-awaited pathway to the stars. A new era had begun. Please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for future videos. It might not be a lot for you, but will help me out big time. Thank you.
He's still on the screen, with stars that tell a story unseen, of battles fought and victories gained, and a tale of survival.